All right, I have a message for you. And the message is, I'm just going to be blunt and say it right from the beginning, to stop being a liar. So how that hits you might be, how you take it kind of tells maybe where you're at. But also, when I'm done speaking here, I hope that you realize maybe you have been a liar to others, to yourself, to your future self. So what do I mean by that? So in my role as division manager for a direct sales company, as a as a friend, and as a young adults ministry leader, I hear people all the time saying, I don't have time. I'm so overwhelmed, I don't have time. That's a lie. We all make time for what is important to us. And you have priorities, and if you don't have time for things, you're just not making a priority. It's not that you don't have time. So stop saying that. That is a lie. It's okay to say no to things, and it's okay to have limited time on things. Totally fine. But what I mean is, if you look at I just checked this out last week. Go to your screen right now, your phone, go to your settings, and then where it shows screen time. Everyone go there right now. I'll wait. I don't know where it is in Android, but in Apple, pretty simple to find. So, screen time, take a look at it. Take a look at it. I'm a pretty regimented, disciplined person. I have a lot on my plate as a husband, father of two, doing a lot of things. And when I looked, I had, it was about 8 hours last week there's a few hours on Instagram and like 5 hours on YouTube. So that's just on my phone, okay? And that doesn't include the 60 to 90 minutes of hanging out with my wife, watching something Netflix, or hanging out at night. But typically that's throughout the week. So again, it's not a lot of time. So, but still, it's like 8 hours of time. So even for me, I have more time. I just cut out some of my stuff. So I'm not saying change your whole schedule. I'm not saying, cut out school, cut out work, cut out relationships. But what I am saying is, you have the time for homework. You have the time to make calls and set up appointments. You have the time to read your Bible. You have the time to exercise. You have plenty of time, because that's just screen time on your phone, not including video games, your computer, and other things you are doing. And so this is more, hopefully, an encouragement and kind of a call out, but more of an encouragement that, hey, you can do great things here. You can do great things in life. You can do great things all over, but it's just a priority, just a choice. You might think, oh, well, it's a little bit here and there. And, I'd be very curious to go ahead and type, in the chat here, be very curious to see how many hours is your screen time on social medias. So I'm including in like other stuff, just like the wasting time of YouTube, I won't even say podcasts, because you could be doing that while you're driving or while you're working out and stuff. Let's say YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, social medias. What is that number? I'm not even saying eliminate it. How about you cut it in half? Let's say mine was 8 hours. Let's say yours is 10. Let's just say 10 hours, which I'm assuming some of the numbers that'll come in are going to be much higher. Some of you are going to be shocked because you just haven't had the chance to check yourself here. And you can't change or grow the numbers if you don't know the numbers. So part of it is just tracking, realizing this is a problem or maybe not. And so when it comes to that, I challenge you to use whatever number that is and cut it in half, and use that towards something that you feel like you don't have time for. So let's say it's 10 hours, and then you go to half that is 5 hours. Okay, 5 hours towards making calls and setting up appointments, 5 hours towards your faith, 5 hours towards your exercise, whatever it may be that you're not doing, that you're saying you don't have time for. Stop lying to yourself, stop lying to everyone else. You can say, hey, that is not a priority for me right now. And being good with your time is actually, a part of it is being good at saying no. So my position in my life, it's really hard for me because it's not my natural tendency, but I love saying no. I feel refreshed, right? How many times do you not want to do something and you just don't say no because you're wimpy, or you just say it without realizing, oh yeah, I don't have time for that. And then you regret it, you're guilty about it, or you have to like say some lie, then you're a liar again, saying why you can't make it, right? Just say no from the first time, from the very beginning. That way no one's disappointed. I would also rather have I'd rather say no to something like an event or a hangout or helping someone with something, and then be able to do it, and then it's a happy surprise as opposed to a letdown for someone. So with this, I hope I encouraged you, called you out, inspired you to make time for what you need. So also take some time right now and look at what is that you need to do, and just put that in perspective. What if you spent 5 hours every week extra, either you're doing something like prayer Bible, doing something like exercise, doing something like making calls for work and setting up appointments, whatever it may be. Think about that, how that changed your life. And that's a bold, real statement. If you did anything for 5 hours a week extra, how would that change your life? If you this whole next year are spending 5 hours a day doing something you know that you should be doing, but you're lying to everyone else and you don't have time. So make it happen. Good luck. Peace and blessings.